Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Aika and today I'd like to talk about handbags. How to maintain and store your handbags so they look brand new even if they're many years old. So I've been buying handbags for quite a long time now and I pretty much know what to do and how to do it. And from my personal experience, I pretty much know which bags to go for and which bags to avoid. And let's start from the core of the problem, the handbag. So I personally tend to go for bags that don't require a lot of babying around them, you know? So number one, I avoid light colored handbags because of the color transfer. I wear a lot of dark clothes, I wear a lot of denim, dark denim, and I know the color transfer will happen. I owned one white bag from Saint Laurent, and I'm sure you don't want to see it, but I might include a clip right here so you can take a look. But the color transfer is the worst, and I learned from my mistake that I better avoid light colored handbags. And number two, I avoid suede leather handbags because in my opinion they're even worse than white bags, simply because you can't wear suede leather when it's raining outside, you can't wear suede leather when it's too sunny outside. There are so many aspects to a suede leather. Also the color transfer, they get dirty so easy and then it's just impossible to clean them. If you can wipe your white bag clean and call it a day, with a suede leather bag it's not gonna happen. You cannot use your baby wipes, you cannot use any water, you cannot use any soap. It becomes extremely difficult to maintain this kind of handbags. So these are the two types of handbags that I avoid in order to ease my life when it comes to maintaining a handbag after the purchase. Now let's talk about the storage and the care part. For the storage, I always keep my handbags on the display where I can see them. First of all, it's just eye-pleasing, and second of all, when I see them, I wear them. If I don't see them, I don't wear them. But also, what's important, I never put my handbags in the dust bags, except for maybe 3 handbags that I don't really use and they're in my closet in the dust bags. And especially no box. Never put your handbags in the dust bags and in the box, because then the leather will just dry out. It will become all wrinkly and ugly, and we don't want that. I know for the storage purposes sometimes it is necessary or you don't have another choice, but if you do have another choice, please avoid it. Get rid of the box. Who needs boxes? And just put your baby somewhere on the display, somewhere on a shelf, and you're gonna save yourself a handbag and your handbag a life. But before you put your handbags on the shelves, it is very important to wipe them so the surface is pretty clean and there is no dust, because dust can actually damage your handbag. It can create the little creases, the little wrinkles, and we really don't want that. I never knew about that. I've read it in the article a couple of years ago, and honestly it opened my eyes, because before I obviously did clean my shelves and everything, but not as regularly because I didn't know what kind of damage it can actually cause. Then it is very important to store your handbag somewhere away from humidity, from radiators, from windows with the direct sunlight, fireplaces, because all of this can damage your handbag. Handbags are very delicate, just like our skin. Also, air conditioning is quite bad for your handbags as well because of the dry air. All of this can also cause wrinkles and cracks in your handbags. Do you really want this? I don't think so. Now let's talk about care. I think it is very important to wipe your handbags with dry cloth. Try to do it at least once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. Even if you want to use baby wipes first to remove a stain or something, make sure to go with your dry cloth afterwards so it can absorb all this extra moisture from your handbag. So again, since I mentioned the baby wipes, you can remove some little stains or the little marks with the baby wipes. Highly suggest that, but don't forget the dry cloth afterwards. The best cloth, in my opinion, comes with the Chanel purses. They're honestly the best. If you have one of those, I highly recommend you to use them. They can also even buff out the little scratches from your handbag from the lambskin leather. If you have a Chanel handbag, they usually put this little cloth inside the box in the little plastic cover. Don't throw it away, open it and start using it. There are are also a lot of different special bag conditioners. I don't really use them. If I want to use some product on my handbags, I just take the shoe sponge. I know it might sound weird, but it actually works really well with my black handbags. Whenever I polish them with this little sponge, my handbags look brand new. They're so shiny, so beautiful. I can see they're happy, they're in a good place. So I would highly suggest you start doing that as well. If you can't find any bag conditioners like me, trust me, they're so good, and I've done it so many times. So far I've only used them on my black handbags because I have the shoe sponges for black shoes, but I really want to expand our sponge collection and get some for other colors like red, gray and blue for sure. If it was raining outside, then once you get somewhere safe, it is very important to wipe your handbag with a dry towel, cloth, something to absorb the water from your handbags. Otherwise it can cause stains. For vachetta leather, like on Louis Vuitton handbags, there is a special spray. I think it's called the Apple brand. I'm not even sure. I've heard about it from so many different people so many times, and everybody raves about this magical spray. I've never tried it because I don't know where I can buy it from. We don't have Amazon here, so it is pretty difficult, and even if there is something similar on the market, I really don't know how to search for it basically. So I've never tried that, but a lot of people suggest you try it out because apparently it does magic to your handbags. And now let's talk about placing the handbags on your shelves. I see so many people placing their handbags super closely together, and it's really not good for your handbags. Try to avoid that. Leave some space in between your handbags so they don't leave any marks or dents on each other. Make sure to keep the distance, just like we're keeping social distancing with other people. Try keeping a little bit of a distance between your handbags. Also try to hide or remove all the chains or the straps from your handbags if that's possible. I'm gonna show you a couple of examples of how I do it. This is again very important because all of these chains and straps can actually leave dents on the handbag in the front. You will never be able to restore it afterwards, so try not to make this mistake. And lastly, I wanted to talk about keeping the shape of the handbag. So I usually use air paper inside my handbags, or I keep the original paper these handbags come with. This way your handbag won't lose the shape. If you have the bag organizers, I think they're quite good as well. I personally don't use them, and I don't feel the need of using them. I just put some paper, some air paper, and it works just fine. And lastly, I wanted to mention this huge mistake that I see so many women make is to hang your handbags on the little hooks on your wall or on your door. This is bad for your handbags. You know, gravity, it pulls everything down, and the heavier your handbag is, the saggier it will become in the end. This is the biggest mistake I would say you should avoid when trying to keep the shape of the handbag. You're not gonna do any favor to your handbag or to yourself. Anyway, this is it for my today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something today. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to my channel if you're not yet subscribed. I'm gonna link 2 videos over here, check them out as well. They're all about handbags. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.